Ashafo Mamunyina Kwaba once again about Ifidi Kese. So Mahama is doing something that is pissing a lot of people off. I'm talking about the opposition party, the New Patriotic Party. Now, it all started immediately after the elections. Petition Bibe landed on the decks of His Excellency John Dramani Mahama. The decks were basically the petition was about the former and I said the ousted Chief Justice Tokono. Basically, no more party said lady no and Madam Chief Justice ni maybe in a Senate. It was against her constitution. Be it she traveling outside the country, setting per diems, and even how she got herself entangled in this whole political thing with the New Patriotic Party. And according to them, non-party said she was just an implant by former President Akufo-Addo and the coup. So ultimately, what we saw was that this particular petition or a garnered support, and Mahama ultimately moved in with that, ousting her and appointing an acting chief justice. And after that, what we saw was that the NPP just bazzled out saying said this is just out of the constitution. Now, still now, Chief Justice talk on Wababe Kasa in a press release that she believes that this whole thing a political witch hunt against her, and then the NDC is working to make sure that she doesn't have any or she doesn't come near the corridors of power and as anything in regards to law and the Supreme Court here in this country. But then today, Mahama have started reshaping the Supreme Court again because currently Minoka says he has appointed several Supreme Court judges among focus. This is the first step of actually replacing Chief Justice Tokono permanently and trying to balance the whole political system and how the whole judges and the whole law operates in the Supreme Court. Because like I said, anything that goes in courts, it favors the New Patriotic Party. Election case corner, they strike it down. So come here, say NPP for building a certain structure in the court and as the Supreme Court, anything that goes on a case be ultimately it favors them. Now there's a video because Mahama before I let's put this on the screen. Also, we need justices who are not swayed by popularity or pressure, but are anchored in the constitution and driven by a genuine desire to uphold justice without fear or favor. So Mahama's and the NDC whole assertion of all of this is that there are certain Supreme Court judges, okay, who were appointed by the former administration, who basically they are just doing bidding, okay, by the former administration. I said they are just stamping on everything the former administration that they just bring in court. So, okay, they are petition for this one NDC lose. So anything was going in favor for that. Now the picture, sir, we show on the screen. So, the moment Mahama swear this particular Supreme Court judges in this Supreme Court judges, as you can see here on the screen. So there were 7 of them. Clearly, NDC and John Dramani Mahama, whatever they are doing is to make sure they balance the scale of power in this country. But nevertheless, John Dramani Mahama said something. What did he say? Because lawyer Maurice Ampao Sudin Simbia Babe Tuja said what Mahama is doing is just a basic political coup, and I say trying to change the whole constitution to fit the NDC narrative. Why? Because they know that 2028 they will lose the election, and ultimately they need to put things in power. Or lose election MP before the court. Still now the law and as the whole judgments will favor the National Democratic Congress. We'll go on to a lawyer Maurice Ampao and this more their teacher.
We must protect our courts from political interference, economic manipulation, and public intimidation. An independent judiciary is not a threat to government. It is a partner in nation building. We need justices who are not swayed by popularity or pressure, but are anchored in the Constitution and driven by a genuine desire to uphold justice without fear or favor. We need a judiciary that understands that legal certainty and predictability are essential for good governance, investor confidence, economic growth, and social cohesion. My fellow citizens, the swearing in of these new justices today is more than just a ceremonial function. It is a beacon of hope in a time where many Ghanaians are yearning for direction and renewal. It is a signpost that the reset has begun, not only in words, but also in action and in our institutions. We're building a new Ghana, one where our institutions work, leadership listens, and merit is rewarded, and justice is blind not to truth, but blind
Now, through the powers vested in him under Article 146, no, what captured the judiciary by removing the head. He has done a coup. He has removed the head. So now the judiciary was in same. Mahama is now having the judiciary in his hands. And he's doing what he wants to do with the judiciary. So if the leader, your capital leader now, and then and you know, the moment the chief justice was removed from office, Mahama have entered the judiciary, removed the strong person from the judiciary. Everybody that follows, who dare you challenge Mahama in this time? He's the supremo. And all the judges in the judiciary, you know, is scared of Mahama because say if the chief justice is being removed, who dare you? A member of the Supreme Court judge, a court of appeal judge, a high court judge, a circuit court judge, a magistrate court judge, they can remove you. So, Mahama has placed a serious embargo on the judiciary. You got to toe his line or you will go. So, if the chief justice, Lord, they say, he who is down fear no fall. The woman have seen that they are sacking her. Who does he run to? His enemies? Does the woman have to run to Mahama, who is sacking her, or go to the police, who is an executive? So they say, I don't know, you're threatening on one court report. Look at Seduketia. Say you're threatening on court report. One court report to police. Now police never report why. If Jesus goes to report to the police answer to the president too. The Minister of Interior, police for action aseno. The IGP now, I help point to know. Who Jesus got report to say, yeah, I say, please speak to my boss. My boss is the Minister of Interior. My Minister of Interior also account to the president at cabinet. And Mama Tokuno should have gone to the police station and report of threat. Do you know the number of threats we have in our life? Do you think that every threat that is reported? It's not every threat that you report to. Make I very well when I said during the campaign that when Mama wins, I'll leave to Togo. Do you know the threat that came into my life? I went through. NDC were sending me threatening message. They were threatening to kidnap my children, my wife, Togo. Did you see me complaining? Did you see me going to the police station? I laughed through the threats because I saw that it's an empty threat. Or if the threat will be carried out, the God that I serve will protect me, and my own personal security must be put in place and ensure my safety. I can't put my life into the hands of the police, nor into the hands of anybody. It's in my hands. So all the threat that I received, I kept quiet. Until those who were threatening me realized that the law is not on their side. I meant no harm. I kept my calm and I stay in Ghana. So why do you expect the Chief Justice to go and do report to who? The Chief Justice Wapim. The judiciary as it stands with the current structure of the Supreme Court, where he goes and everything is dismissed. It is like the same thing that happened in NPP time. Almost say, it is unanimous FC. So what happened in NPP time was say, unanimous FC. Any case we could be 7-0 no. It's happy now.
Ebusiame 5756. Fami number no na yeni nkomo. Minimu problem kura wo. Ebi ape paper. Watena kwanti umache niema nkoyi. Fami number no na frame. Wo de frame na busa me. Se papa menya ne se mini wuni hu nkomo. Nyame onhyira wo.